Hey, welcome back to the Big Show. My name is Mateo. I'm going to be drinking a beer. Wow, there's a lot of things I had to say about 2012, right? Crazy lot of stuff. But hey, we're going to get back to talking about new and regular stuff and brand new things coming out in the year 2013. But first, Beer of the Week. Here is this week's Beer of the Week. It is Hoegaarden. Why'd you choose Hoegaarden, Matt? Well, I'll tell you. It's because I've been doing a lot of dark IPAs and that kind of stuff, and I thought, why don't we get out of the dark, heavy beers and get something a little bit lighter, but something that's still heavy and good for the winter time. Right now in Austin, it is 32 degrees outside. I know that's probably nothing to those of you who live in the north, but for those of us who live in the south, it's freezing. This is the reason I moved away from up north, is so that I could get away from the cold, chilly air. I walk outside and instantly my fingers are cold and so are my ears. Tangent. Back on it. Hoegaarden. Plus I chose it because look at that bottle. Isn't that a neat little bottle? It's a cute little bottle. Now this is actually known as the original Belgian white beer. Supposedly it's been brewed since 1445. So we're going to go ahead and talk about this beer today. So as you guessed with most Belgian whites, now believe it or not, they actually call Blue Moon a Belgian wheat ale. This, as you can see, is cloudy, like an unfiltered wheat is. You know why it's cloudy? Because it's unfiltered, hence the name. But this is much more white than it is yellow. If you look at Blue Moon, Blue Moon's much yellow and darker than this. This is obviously much more white, almost a white beer. In fact, if you look at the label, it says White Blanc. So, White Blanc. It's a Belgian white ale. Now let me tell you a little bit about this. Now it's funny, as I have mentioned before, one of my favorite beers is the Boulevard Unfiltered Wheat. And the problem I have with a lot of unfiltered wheats, like Pyramid and what other not, is that they somehow, in some way, in a little bit subtle fashion, they taste like bubblegum to me. I don't know what it is. This one has, you know, it's got the wheat, it's got the barley, it's got the malt. And it also has a touch, it says, of coriander and orange peel. I can taste the orange peel in it. In fact, I think if you were to put an orange in this, it would be mucho better like a Blue Moon. But this really does taste like, again, bubblegum to me. But it's not bad. I mean, I'm going to drink this and enjoy the six-pack that I have. Though I'll probably put an orange on. So the first thing I'm going to talk about this week is going to be the Kindle Fire, because after all, I got one for Christmas, and I can probably talk a little bit about it. Part of the problem that I have with the Kindle Fire. Now, I had the original Kindle Fire, which came with the sort of etch and sketch, you know, writing on it, and actually I really loved it. I used it a lot and really enjoyed the heck out of it. So when I moved up to the Kindle Fire, there were two things I was hoping for. Number one, that it would be more like a tablet, and two, I'd still enjoy reading books off of it. So, how does it hold up? Well, first of all, as far as reading books off of it, it's not too bad. You can't really see. It's not too bad. It's easy to read. Certainly you don't need a light on, which was one of the other big differences that this has over the original Kindle. And really reading books off of it isn't all that difficult. Now it's touchscreen, so it's a little bit easier to, you know, just flip through pages and do whatnot. But for the most part, reading a book off of it is not that bad of an experience, to be honest. But now I know what your next question is how does it hold up as a tablet? And this is the ultimate problem that I have with the Kindle Fire, in regards to using it as a tablet, mind you, is that a lot of the apps and stuff that you're going to be using are apps that you can only buy off of Amazon's App Store. And the difference between that and, say, getting anything you want off of Google Play is that obviously the Google Play Store is much more diversified and has many more apps on it than, say, just the regular old Amazon one. And not only that, but you don't even have access to all of Amazon's apps. You only have the ones that are able to be used over the tablet. So there's a couple of things that I have on my phone, for instance, that I bought off of Amazon that I don't have on Kindle. Now, there are these backdoor ways in which you can install any app that you want from, say, Google Play. What you do is you upload it to your phone, use a special program that will help you upload it from that program to your computer, then from your computer to your Kindle app. Now, here's the ultimate problem is not only is it a bit time-consuming, but doing it the first couple of times really takes a bit, to be quite honest. So, overall, I love the Kindle Fire, and certainly at its $150 price point, it is much better than having to spend $250 on a regular Android tablet. The flip side, of course, is that you only can use the Amazon App Store without, taking a little bit of time and doing it the other way. And on a regular tablet, you can always just get a Kindle app. So it's up to you how you want to spend your money. It's also worth pointing out that the Kindle app, as you can see, is a little bit thicker than your normal tablet. After all, if you compare it to the iPad mini, this is a little bit heavier. Not only that, another somewhat annoying thing is that when you turn it on, every time you turn it on, there's a commercial. Sometimes it's for a book, sometimes it's for an app, sometimes it's for a movie. It goes away right away. It's just another little thing that you got to deal with. So, the screen is pretty nice too. I mean, I'm not going to be able to give you the most awesome version, but pictures of hot friends look really nice. Netflix looks pretty good on there. We know which episode this is, don't we? And games, too. Games look really good on here. And obviously it looks better than you can even see in this. And one other small little gripe I have about the Kindle is that the power down on its own, you can only choose between 1 minute and 5 minutes. Now the thing is that for me, sometimes if I put it down to go do something for a second, after 1 minute, I don't want to have to click it back on and load it back up, blah, blah. But on the flip side of that, I don't want to lose energy in my Kindle because it takes 5 minutes before it shuts down. So it's the only other small gripe I have. The battery itself lasts, according to specs, lasts about 8 hours of continued use. That seems about right for me. I never actually put it to the test, but I've also never ran out of energy in the middle of doing anything either. So I think that works out fairly well. If I were to not use a star scale, but to use a grading scale, I would probably give this a B. Overall, I like it, and I like what it can do, and even their Web Explorer is pretty decent. It just doesn't do everything that a regular Android tablet would be able to do. Other than that, like I said, I graded a B. Last thing I want to talk about today, which should irritate you the way it irritates me, and I don't really get irritated by a lot, but this is irritating. Apparently, there are people who believe that the whole Sandy Hook elementary school shooting was a hoax. You people are insane. You must be the same people who believe that 9/11 was done in an inside job. Those are also probably the same people who believe that JFK was assassinated by someone other than Lee Harvey Oswald. You people are insane. I just want you to know that. Apparently, these truthers believe that the whole Sandy Hook elementary school shooting was a hoax because people wanted to speak out for gun control. Well, what better way than to fake the killing of 23 children? You people are insane. I don't even think I have to say any more to that. There are so many other ways that anybody could spark a controversy to get gun control under. We just had 2 other big killings happening over the course of the summer, and really gun control was not even really mentioned a lot when those happened, the big movie theater massacres and whatnot. But this, you think this is what it was going to take? You're insane. And that's what really grinds my gears. Well, that's it for today. That's all I can talk about, because that article just makes me angry. My name is Matteo, and I'm done drinking my bubblegum beer.